John Kelly back again with our WordPress how-to series, and this is the third part of our blogging tutorial. So you may want to refer back to the first one where I talk about what blogging is about. The second one, we actually make some blog posts and how to use the editor and what it does. And in this one, we're going to go a little deeper into blogging as far as the technical aspects of it, and also talk about comments. So let's get to it. So what we had here, again, we had a page that we created just to collect all of our blog posts as we make them. And we showed you how we can cut the content down with just having an excerpt of whatever number of words you want by simply adding the add more tag or the read more tag to the content. It makes this nice little link for you like we did here and here. So what we want to talk about now is the actual first, we'll go back into the admin panel again and take a look at the actual structure of what's going on with all the blog posts that we're making. So if we go to posts and we go to all posts, you can see that every time we add a new post, it also appears on a list the same way. Okay, it also shows you who the author was, what category, we talked about how to create a category, and whether there are any comments or not and how long ago it was published. Alrighty, so we can keep in mind we can edit and change these any way we wish, just like using the page editor. It's the same thing. Alrighty, so next we want to talk about is actual comments. So ultimately the reason why you want to make a blog post is not only to create content for your website, but you also are creating interaction, a dynamic interaction with people who may stumble upon and read your information and may want to give their 2 cents or give their input. So they do what's called a comment. So somebody finds your article. So for example, we talked about search engine optimization. Somebody might actually do a search for WordPress websites as CMS. And if your website's popular enough or your content's unique enough, WordPress may, or excuse me, a search engine may have served up this actual page by itself. And this page right here could appear in the search engine results. So you see, every time you're making a blog post, you're adding more and more potential landing pages for your website, not just a home page. So that's the other SEO aspect there. Okay, but if somebody does click in and goes to this page now and they read it and they say, you know what, this is kind of cool, so what we're going to do is I want to leave a comment on it. Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to look at this page the way that a normal visitor would look at. So we're going to log out. So I'm going to go up here. I'm going to log out of this information. And I'm going to click the link here. It says back to my website. And I'm going to go back to the blog post. And let's say it's this one here that we're reading. And we go through a blog post, and I'm a person who just wants to leave a comment. Okay, well, this is how it's normally going to look to a person that's going to want to leave a comment. So they leave their name, and let's say the email address is info at 6x6design.com. My website, you don't need to put a website. If they have one, they're going to try to put one in there just to let you know, or try to get a link back to it, but ultimately WordPress will not provide a direct link back to their website. So, but anyway, because it puts what's called a no follow attribute with the link itself. But now they're going to go down here and they're going to say, hey, I love this stuff. I don't know, I'm just typing something in there. Normally, if I saw just this, I would treat this as spam, and I would probably mark this as spam. So the next time WordPress sees something like this, it'll know what to do with it and mark it as spam for me. Spam happens. What is spam? Spam is simply it's junk email that comes to you. You know it. Everybody gets it, but WordPress gets infiltrated with it by software that automatically searches for WordPress blogs and automatically fills in these forms to try to get links back to their websites. So you get all kinds of garbage. So bottom line is, if you read this and it makes no sense to you or it looks like it's spam, it pretty much has nothing to do with what you're saying up here. They get pretty crafty with it, and they really try to pump you up and saying you're great and I love this stuff and I'm going to bookmark you and all that stuff. But the reality is it's probably just spam. Okay, so Anyway, but the only thing I'm trying to tell you right here is if we want to make a comment here, this is what we would do. We leave a comment, and your user will go ahead and post a comment. Now the user will see what this looks like, but you notice that it says your comment is awaiting moderation. This won't be live to anybody except to this person right here. Now what's going to happen is that you're going to get an email next, and that email is going to come into you, and let's see, as soon as that comment comes in, there it is, we're going to get an email, and that email is going to say WordPress how-to demonstration site, please moderate WordPress websites as CMS. So what happens, you as the manager or admin, whoever that may be, is going to get this email that says a new comment on your post blah 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 is waiting for your approval, and this is where that post is. It's going to tell you who the author is, give you their IP address, their email address if they left a website, and here's the actual comment. And then it's going to say, do you want to approve it, trash it, spam it? And it says currently one comment is awaiting approval. Yeah, that's this one. It says please visit the moderation panel, and it gives you a link. So when I click on that link, it's going to take me and ask me to log in. And as soon as I log in, it takes me directly on my navigation over here to where it says comments. So when I click on comments, or I don't even need to, it brought me there. It's going to say, hey, here's your new comment. And right now it says that this comment is pending. Here's all the comments, here's the pending ones, here's the ones that are approved, here's the ones that are spam, here's the ones that we trashed. If you thought that this comment was spam, you simply click spam and put it there, because what happens, we install a plugin on here for WordPress to learn about what is spam and what isn't. So the more of it you do, the more of it will learn, as it will mark for spam for you. It'll help with that task a little bit. There's some other things that we do other tactics that we do to try to cut down on spam too, but it's not all on this website. This is just for demonstration. But if I wanted to approve this and I say, hey, this is a legitimate one, so I just click on approve. Now when I do that, another email is going to come. And this is the new email. A new comment is on your post, blah blah blah, as a CMS. Okay, and it says there it is, here's everything, here's the permalink if you want to trash or spam it. Okay, it's just letting you know. Keep in mind, WordPress is very good at letting you know what's going on with your website via email, so it's a great thing. Now that you just made that comment live, when I click the all link for all of my comments, now you can see Mr. WordPress, the default one, and the one that I made. Now this will be live to the person who's viewing your website. So I can log out of here again, okay, and just be Joe User here, go to my blog, and I go to that post, or I simply go down here where it says there's two comments, and what did it do? It just brought me down the page. There's the post, there's comment number 1, there's comment number 2. And there are controls. You can have the new comment on top, the old one at the bottom, whichever you wish. But anyway, that's how this works, and that's how the commenting system works. And that's going to do it for this particular segment of WordPress and blogging and comments.